So this is Indy. She's a long-haired German Shepherd. Um, she, I got her originally to be my live find USAR dog when my other dog had some issues, and I had to get him washed. She was an absolutely gorgeous puppy, just super happy. We did a lot of training, did a lot of different like obedience and stuff. Had her a lot of different places, a lot of out and abouts. Um, and then unfortunately, when she turned 6 months old, she ended up in kidney failure, and we had some really, really major issues. So we had to start focusing on that. And the vets at the time said, yeah, she can do wilderness search and rescue, but there was no way that she was going to be able to do urban search and rescue because like our deployments for USAR were going to be like 2 weeks versus like just like a day for a wilderness thing. So they told me she can do wilderness, but she can't do USAR anymore. Unfortunately, health issues have really been a big problem for her whole life. So she's had eye problems and pancreas problems. Everything's well controlled now, but they've been it's been a little bit difficult with her. It's been a lot of ups and downs. But she's everything's all controlled, so we're in a good place right now. When I first washed her out of USAR, I kept trying and trying and trying to keep her as a live fine dog, and it just kept not working. I'll guess all the vet stuff. I mean, she was getting very, very fearful of people. She unfortunately had an overnight stay at a vet hospital, and then I got her back, and she was just absolutely terrified. She'd do her life find problems, and she enjoyed the problems, and she enjoyed finding the people. But then when she got there, she would be like really freaked out and like terrified of the fact that she found them and like run away from them. And it just became really, really clear that just being a live find dog was just not going to happen for her. And so I switched her to scent detection work. So she became I started training her as a human remains detection dog. And it was really, she really flourished under this. It took us a while to get there. At first, she learned how to find the scent. So she was doing a really awesome job at the finding part. But one of the things that kind of really became clear was that she was just so super, super focused on me, which I needed her to be independent and think for herself and kind of be like that little independent worker. And she was just like, Mommy, tell me what to do or tell me where it is. And so if I did any kind of moves, like if I asked her to go off in a direction, like a directional, she would just immediately just stare at me and wait for me to tell her like where to go. And that really wasn't going to work for what I needed from her. So we ended up, and this is where I posted a video of like, it was the first time I've done like an actual agility course with her in a lot of years. So because we had stopped doing pretty much like all agility and we just went to very, very limited obedience. And a lot of this too was that leading up to all this, like my task force had been constantly telling me like nothing, they wanted me to do nothing with her but obedience and agility, like agility and everything that was like all focused towards me. So she had never really been pushed other dogs or the people at all. It was really she was just solely focused on me. So then when all the problems happened with her health, she just kept focusing on me. And so trying to and it took a lot to retrain that. And a big part of it was just we just had to stop doing obedience and agility. And now that she's solid, I thought, well, it'd be fun to just see the other day. I've been making videos with the other dog, so I thought, oh, let's just see where she's at. And she actually did really quite. So as far as expectations for what you can see of Indy, I'll do obedience here and there. I don't do a lot with her, like I said, and I probably won't take her back to the agility area for a long time. So it's really going to be mostly scent detection work, maybe some play sessions that we have, and just goof off kind of things with her. She's a really fun dog. The other thing to kind of know about her too is that she had a lot of reactivity for a while when she was in her fearful period, and really just her desire to work just really overcame a lot of the reactivity. So she's kind of the one that when I started working with some other reactive dogs later, I usually try to incorporate some nose work because it really built her confidence. And it's been really interesting to watch her too, because I know back when I first started with all this with her, she was just so terrified of people, and then her desire to do the HRD and just continued the work, she's just so focused on that. And a lot of times now, if somebody's out there, like she'll just kind of visit with them and stuff too. Like she's become a lot more friendly over the years. But I think a big part of that is just she's really gained her confidence and stuff now. And she's a really, really good HRD dog for me. So that's kind of what you can expect from Indy is that I'll show you so just random videos, but most of the videos from her are gonna be where she's doing some set detection work.